Okay. This is a quick video about fans versus believers. A lot of people are striving to get fans when they should be striving. I don't want any fans. Don't ever be a fan of mine. Be a believer. I need people to be believers. Believers in Christ. Because the entertainment industry is very, very wicked. It's nothing like what people think. The moment they get in, like, things start happening to them and no one's paying attention, no one will help. Everybody will purposefully ignore what's going on around you. And they'll call you everything but somebody under attack. Someone that's being attacked. And when the government's attacking somebody, when they're trying to become you, to control your dollar, they do it in an unforeseen way. Or it used to be in an unforeseen way. I'm exposing how they're doing it now. But so RFID chip implant, pineal gland, which is sensory perception, and demon possession. I'm going to show you some of these things. Like, there's no way people with millions of fans could ever see this stuff. They could ever see this stuff and not be alarmed. This is like common information. It's out there for everybody to see, and no one's paying attention to it. No one's alarmed. There's no movement about it. But furthermore, you got to consider the type of people that are showing it. Like these channels that I'm going to be using to show it, they don't allow people to talk about their business. They find it okay for you to make a mockery of whoever's using up the body. You know, they'll allow you to make mockeries of their reptile and things of that nature. But some of this other stuff, they don't allow people to tell and show. So you have to question. You have to question the source and its association. Because think about it. These people have millions of views also, but they're making no movement about this. They're just there for his. They're there to catch. It's like bait for fish. People like me that are paying attention and will move on it and find something wrong and will tell others. So I'm going to start with their eyes. This is the thing that they do right in front of me. They do this in front of me. They'll change and switch out. And it's weird because I noticed in this video they didn't skip a movement. They didn't skip a movement. But in others you can tell, like, these people panic when they realize who I was and they leave and someone else will show up. Carrying on with the conversation differently. She's not talking in this. Or it's, you know. Now, hold on. I will say this. With some of these people, keep in mind, those that do have spirits that can't be changed, which are few and far in between, like, they're getting down with everything nasty there. But they will try to manipulate it and they do a lot of camera tricks. So you have to be mindful of that as well. This Miley Cyrus is a prime example of what happens when someone has a demon seed. When a demon seed or a serpent seed is planted at birth. They're meant to be used later.
Drastic change in behavior accompanied with the change in style and attitude, it is not coincidental. It may be passed off as some form of creative expression, but the reality is much more sinister. Predictive programming is a subtle form of psychological conditioning provided by multiple facets of the media in order to equate the public with planned societal changes currently underway or to be.
Okay, that's enough of that because that's just someone that identifies with being an alien. What I want to say about that is, oh, Jesus Christ. They say she talked too much. This appearance, the changes in appearance, I told you that chip gives them also access to your DNA. So that whole having your DNA on file is like literal. And when you think of the mind and how the mind works and how cells work, they're giving me pain in my arm, and how cells work, you have billions and trillions of cells, but they have a sophisticated system, I would imagine, that breaks down everything. This is how these people are able to allocate things so easily. They take my med DNA and put it in others, and their appearance changes. It improves their appearance because now they have better functioning organs. They're getting better function out of their organs. But also, all of these people are plugged into me. You get what I'm saying? So what it does is it keeps everything on me from functioning correctly. As far as cognitive goes, I can't access a lot of things that I normally would be able to access. Like I said before, I'm way smarter than this. And but when it comes to like organs and things of that nature, I told you, they've concealed my heartbeat. Like I don't ever feel my heartbeat. But on my neck, if you check, there's 2 pulses. My digestive system, there's so many people are, plugged into my gut, my vagina, my life source, my kundalini energy. They drain and pull from that all the time. Plugs at the end of my feet. They drain my energy first thing when I wake up to keep me from doing too much throughout the day. My leg and my feet. This is a good example because she started to panic when she started feeling, I would presume she was feeling these people move into her. It's an overwhelming feeling, is your spirit is trying to get you to act, to take action. And when your spirit's trying to reach you, it brings on a sense of panic in a way. She was saying if anything happens,
I'm just trying to kill me because I'm just being real. Like, six years to 6 years till he turned like 60, and then my mom, she got about like 15 more years into, I'll say about 9, like, no, wait, like, yeah, my mom is not 50 yet. She got about 13 more years till I could deport my parents to the islands, because I'm starting to notice something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if something happened to me, just know that the government tried to kill me, because I'm just being real. Like, all right, like when my dad turned 60, I am making him move to the Dominican Republic. I don't know where my mom's gonna want to move. I don't know if she's gonna want to go to TNT, but her husband is Dominican, so she might gonna.
Okay, so she goes on and on about that, and about, you know, the things that she's noticing, you know, like changes in the food that she's eating and things of that nature. They mess with my food a lot. I love fruits and vegetables, and that was part of the reason that they wanted to misplace me and make sure I was homeless so that I couldn't eat healthier. Imagine the type of diet that I have now versus back then. It's a problem. And another thing is about fruits and vegetables. When I went to Africa, I was able to witness how long fruits and vegetables are supposed to last. You know, like the stuff that's taking place here in America is corrupt. And our government is attacking us in many, many, many different ways. And there's never been a bigger time than now to act on it. So she went on about that some more. And then next thing you know, she was getting stuck. Like, they got her. Like, they finally got in. And you know what? Most of the time when that happens to someone like that, if you have a strong will, they have to weaken you. They have to, so something will take place. You'll be out for a week or so, but they'll harm you to weaken you and get in.
Life scare for Wendy Williams on Halloween morning. We've got a lot to talk about because the talk show host passed out live on
And
air.
these fans are witnessing this.
Costume contest, we do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress. The show.
These people have fans. They have people that will purposefully ignore and make excuses for anything that takes place. No one is saying that something's wrong with this. No one can help those folks. Because the first thing that happens when they become someone like that is all about energy. Once they become you, they're concerned with how many people they can get as a responsibility. They tell me all the time, you can have your story. You know, you can have breaking news. You can do this. You can do that. But let us have all these people that we've attacked as a result of you telling others. No. I never. So right now, I'm still being isolated. I'm still being attacked. I'm still being reduced in terms of finances and lifestyle, because I will not. I will not. Oh, apparently you don't need to see this one. Probably because Get Out is at the front, but I've skipped that part. Mind control facility. Oh, that's what it is. Right after talking about Cardi B, I'll show you Cardi B. Get off.
Hi, I'm Bob, and I have helped many illustrators and animators make a
See?
living on YouTube. This is a crappy animated video I created that got over 500,000.
And the weird part is, think about how they got people to a point where they wouldn't talk to one another. They'll put a bunch of people like that, people that have been attacked, people that are demonically possessed in your environment, and they'll do a lot of cold calling, like face to face, a lot of prospecting face to face, and it gets people to a point where they start rejecting people. And it's also a way to influence others, because it starts a conversation, and when it starts a conversation, you know, this person is going to tell you, well, oh, I do this, I don't even talk to them, I don't do this. It's all to influence you. when it comes to communicating and connecting with people, you should never have a wall up.
Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
It's so much worse than a movie. And real quick, that last bit, as you can see, they were all meditating. So that was being manipulated. Obviously, he's just one of those people, or whoever's borrowing the body is one of those people that does not like to shut their eyes. That's all that was during the second part of the take on him. But the first time, he was stuck. Now, what she just did, that whole, I don't know exactly what they did to her in that moment, but they, in the past, when I was in California, not only did they put their finger over the clone's nose to smother me, and it had a real effect. It's like they're right here. It's like it's taking place in person. Like astral projecting, cloning, all that. That's extremely dangerous. The chip is extremely dangerous. So they had their they just to show me that they could do it. And another time they rubbed some stuff across my eyes, like across the bottom of my eyelids. Then they put some she put something up to the clone's nose and was forcing the clone would breathe it in. So I had a reaction similar to that, but no effect. What else did I want to say? Another thing is sex with the clone. They are allowing me to feel them have sex with the clone, and sometimes it goes on for extremely long amounts of time. Like one time I stayed up in county, it was 10 hours. They had sex with this clone. There's days when I wake up and my vagina is sore, and I'm not having sex at all. That's a problem. And these are things that I can't go and tell the police because they'll try. They'll try me. They'll try my mental with no reason. You know, it's like it's too much evidence surrounding these type of attacks. And like I said, they put people in place to ignore what's going on. And then if something were to happen, they have your relatives act like you were just the greatest person and they don't know what happened or what went on. They'll make up all types of lies. I told you already what's going on with my people. It ain't gonna never be.
Yes, I'm so excited.
You did some fun skits with dance.
Yes, I did. Abby's so funny and Justin's great.
Right. Have you met Justin before?
I have met Justin.
They're trying to make her pass out.
And you're gonna do a skit with them? You're gonna do this skit.
I believe we don't.
And you do it with Justin and Sandy, or you just do it? Very artistic, like really. And your clothes are. And as a guy, how do you walk? Do you have to learn how to walk and get out? I gotta learn how to walk in these shoes.
Well, I'm. Do I have to become a professional?
And you're.
Need to learn how to walk in those.
I did the law.
First?
Exactly, the law. You put Walmart specials.
I love Walmart.
So do I.
My album is going to be sold at Walmart.
All right. your outfits are one of a kind. You don't. I'd rather get your
Brands,
stuff. I've seen this
corporations,
wonderful. I think Salvador Dali
labels.
did want to do with your outfits. Where do they all go? Where do all the creativity go?
They go to that planet boat that I was in the Born This Way video. We go kind of down into the trade space and just send it all into the giant island. When I was making love to my own boyfriend, I used to think about women sometimes.
I'm sure he was delighted when you told me because
I was a little down when I found out I was injured and I had to have surgery again. Another knee. But at the end of the day, you know, I have amazing teammates. You know, guys like Draymond and everybody on this team, they come on, they wrap their hands around me.
reverse bowel movement, things of that nature.
How will Aldo try to attack Tom? Okay, well, all
Told
of
you
the very
before.
fast.
I've told you time and time again, when someone experiences a trauma, beware. Beware. You hear people say it all the time, you know, he just wasn't the same after that heart attack, or she just wasn't the same after that stroke, or he just wasn't the same after leukemia, or, you know, or prostate cancer. You hear people say it all the time, these people weren't the same. They're not the same for a reason, because someone else is borrowing the body. It's called demon possession, demonic possession.
These guys have been
And the difference between
question is, can Aldo even get to Conor McGregor? Somebody that's got the footwork of fun, the awkward styles, constantly is changing.
I'm just going to skip through and show you other people. Here's Tupac and Biggie. That was an orchestrated crime.
Okay, all right. Let me see how I hit you. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to do some freestyle.
Try it out. I just have always wanted to try it out. Why have you always wanted to try it out?
Marshall Mathers. Some of you may know him as Eminem, but he's going to join the Saturday Night crew with our
These
music
people
intro
cannot believe what's
starting
happening.
next
Let's
Saturday
take a
night. But folks, I want to take you to the world premiere of one of his new videos called Berserk. Take a listen. Yeah, sorry. Live TV. Live TV freaks me out a little bit. No. Yes, I'm sorry. What was the question? That I'm really uncomfortable right now.
Just friends, and he's a good man.
Let me check this out.
Long time. We've been friends for a long time.
Hip hop, expression, hip.
Seeds.
And how is the North is a big sister?
Seeds.
A crazy lady from London.
And when people see me, sometimes I think that when they meet me and they speak with me, they're expecting Sasha. And I'm really kind of shy, if not really shy, but more reserved, and nothing like Sasha.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Weird. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Ew. Strawberry. Yeah.
And you know what? It's enough that they can administer stuff through the chip, like via chip, but it's a whole other thing to be medicated, like, and have that medication manipulated by what they can administer. That's why you see some of these people so tripped out and having like episodes that are completely just off the chart.
Ew. I don't think that's scary.
This is long, so I'm just
You
giving.
had kind of a good day, and if you would have died, well, so be it. Is that it?
That's right. That's a good question. Have a sandwich, and let's go shopping.
Think about the doctor's findings and testimony. Log on to cfnews13.com/chat to voice your opinion. I'm chatting too. We'll try to answer your questions.
I'm sorry, is there someone talking to you?
Yes, sorry.
Sorry about that. So I just was wondering
They
how
just
everyone's
came
doing.
in.
Hello, Courtney. Have we lost you?
All right, it looks like Courtney doesn't really want to go there
I
with
think
that
she's
question.
blanking. So I just was wondering
They
how
just
everyone's
came
doing.
in.
And you know what the crazy part about this is? When someone gets into the body, like, these people are just happy about being able to live. So when someone gets these vessels to use, they don't have any recollection of what took place in the past. You know, like, most of the time you're too busy working or doing whatever to know what happened and what took place. It's very rare that they'll know. When reptiles, like government agents themselves, show up, that's a different story. They always show up in form. But when just regular spiritual help that they're packing on, allowing to house this body, it never, like, they're always on two totally different pages.
And as long as you never give up on yourself, light will break through the darkness.
Suggests otherwise. ABC's Gio Benitez is on the story. Gio, sad stuff.
Haley is dead. This morning, Amanda Bynes denies it all, saying
which placed him in the White House. Bill Clinton's demeanor seems to be similar to a person who is under a hypnotic trance.
In the first half, you ran off.
Real quick about the hypnotic trance, they do that in their sleep. Some spells, some rituals, some hypnosis takes place during sleep. And you have others that are just with the program, like that's what they do. This is what these people do, like hierarchy, like they do this stuff openly. They gather and do it, and they eat organs, they drink blood. And they're calling this a celebrity cloning ordeal, but it's not celebrity cloning at all. It's more so us having a clone. That's where the wildfires come from. And that chip links neural sensations. That's how you control the mind. So whatever they do over here on this end, like I said before, it manifests on this end 9 times out of 10.
It's 6 o'clock. Like Jason Terry, it's now got a layup. You're off the floor. I didn't know I was in the game.
Yeah.
Fun was that? Yes, yes. I go, what has happened to you? What has happened to you?
That ever motherfucking live. And that's just how it is. I can't explain nothing but tell you